Hey, it is 9:30, time for Friday Night Hangout. This is where we grab a brew, shoot the breeze, and interact with you live on the internet. Good panel tonight on this hot and sweltering June evening here in Nova Scotia. But hey, we're with you tonight. The live show, Best of Podcast, will be coming up later in the weekend. I've been experimenting. It takes me a few extra days to get this done. But hey, you know what? It happens here. What we'll do here, we'll get everybody all comfortable here, and we'll explain how things operate here. If you are online using social media, Friday Night hashtag is what you use. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Google+, Facebook even. Hell, just add the hashtag. It's all good. Let's start off with a round of intros here. Let's start off in Ontario tonight. We got Dan with us tonight. Good evening, Dan.
Hello. Yeah, I'm in. Right now, I'm in Kingston, Ontario. I'm almost done over here, and I spent most of my life in Ontario, and I kind of lost a bit of my Ontario accent being in Nova Scotia for such a short period of time too. So let me try to get it back.
You haven't lost it as much as you think you have.
Let me try. No. Hello, ladies. This is my Ontario accent. Notice how I enunciate every word and syllable as I talk. Good day. Go get your storm chips and your Chinese food.
Kate Breton, Carrie with us tonight. Good evening, Carrie.
He's gone.
I frozen. He froze.
I think I whacked him out with my Ontario accent.
Yeah, the Ontario accent, just like, what? All right, in Halifax, Krista is with us. Bite-sized travel.ca. Good evening, Krista.
Good evening. It is sultry this evening in North End, Halifax.
Sultry.
It's not sultry over here. I'm going to give you a warning, Halifax.
You look like you're in an underground bunker.
I can't answer that one. But I can say that it's raining like crazy over here, and the weather patterns are going to be moving out east. So by Saturday, you'll be getting our rain.
Yes, we've heard.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thanks, Dan.
In Newfoundland, St. John's area, we got Mike with us tonight. How is she going, Mike?
It's going. How's it going for everybody in the Boarding Shores gang?
Yay!
Also,
Complain.
my course is done. Yay.
Perfect.
It's summer.
Yay!
Is Carrie alive?
Who, me?
Yes, Carrie. How's it going, Carrie?
I'm okay.
All right, you
Yeah, we lost
froze.
you there.
No, you froze a little bit when we did the big intro for you there. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
I'm here.
you're with us tonight. So right now, you're with us. That's good.
Yep.
All right, I am in Halifax here, and just enjoying life in general. I finally mowed my lawn. It was literally knee-high. It took me like an hour and a half to do my
It's
little
true. If you had let that grow another 6 inches, you could have sold that as hay.
But then what am I going to do with all the ticks that are embedded inside of it? So
I don't know. I only solve one problem at a time, Jim.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got a number of people watching, and they're probably thinking, you know what, I have a problem. I don't know what I should be drinking tonight. I need some recommendations. Well, we're here to help you here. Let's do a quick run of what we're drinking tonight. St. John's, Mike, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm on Muskoka Brewery Detour. It's a nice light one. Nice flavor.
Nice. Very nice.
Krista, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking the last of the summer wine. I'm drinking the Sea Level Brewing Apple Blossom Ale.
I had that last night.
Infused with apples, yeah.
I had that last night. That was lovely.
It's lovely. It is a lovely summer beverage.
Carrie, what are you pondering?
I'm going to drink a Yippee IPA.
Nice.
Because I like...
Yep. Can't blame you. Dan, what are you drinking tonight?
Well, I got to go to the Lickbo over here in Kingston, which, for those that don't know, in Ontario they have the LCBO, whereas you have the NSLC, of course, in Nova Scotia, and the Liquor Barn in New Brunswick. So I'm drinking one that I found there called Black Creek Historic Brewery Empirical Ale.
Oh, my.
Oh.
Empirical.
Empirical, a typo on the label even.
Are you supposed to consume it with all of your senses?
So far, only one's been tested, but we'll
Well,
continue to
you know.
figure that one out.
Nice young. We'll see where it goes.
All right, excellent. What's the ABV on that one?
It's just 5%.
Okay.
But it's pretty nice. It's you can taste a little bit of the maltiness to it, but it's still pretty good.
Okay, excellent. Well,
Not
I
sure.
am not sure, not 100%.
Well, it says taste Ontario's brewing heritage. Historic brewery, handcrafted. It's like. Sound like a whiny dog now.
And I'm just checking what's left in my bottle here, which is from North Brewing, our friends from North Brewing. They got their Belgian Pale Ale. Oh, this thing's reversed. I don't know if it's on the right side. Belgian Pale Ale. This is where they put the Belgian yeast. It is a 5% beer. So we had this discussion earlier in the pre-show, me and Krista here. North, they started out really nice with their Belgian-style ales. I think right now they're trying to do too many hybrids with the Belgian yeast. Stick with kind of what works, maybe get into the double, triples, and all that stuff. But just add in Belgian yeast to whatever other style you want. Interesting, but I don't know. But then again, they're doing really good, so I know nothing. So.
Yeah, they're doing well. I'm very hit or miss with their things. It's a taste preference, I guess.
Exactly. All right, folks, we got a number of people watching us. Thank you for watching, people. If you use social media, use the hashtag Friday Night Hangout, Twitter, YouTube, Google+, votingchores.com on the show page, Facebook even. We're monitoring stuff. We'll do the usual assignments, and we'll check on the comments, comment on the topics, and we'll read them out loud.
Jim, what if one was traveling with a ham radio? How will we reach out to those people?
Well, they need to use the relay. No, they need to use the relay, the IRC network. So wherever you are, let's say in Ontario, you need to get to whatever receiver, and then you'll be able to connect to Dalhousie University here in Halifax, and then you got to use the band to call the Dalhousie station, which use the telephone dialer, which you can call my cell phone and leave a comment that way.
I'll be honest, that sounds like a lot of work.
That's why I just use a cell phone. There. Ham radio, tell you. All right, let's start with the first topic here tonight, which is Roby Street Station creates the Donair nut, which is a donair on top of a glazed donut.
Is this where we are as a society?
I am very conflicted by this.
It looks and sounds very strange.
Like, is this lunch? Is this breakfast? Am I going to roll in with my car at 7:30 in the morning, get a coffee? Like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big donair person. That aside, I like the idea of hybrid foods. I've had a cronut, like a real cronut from the cronut place in New York, and I feel like this is just a little too weird for me, and it feels unnecessary. Like sewing one thing that's okay and another thing that's okay, but they don't have to be together. Like they can be okay things separately.
I think Halifax is obsessed with donair sauce. I don't see that anywhere else with this level of obsession. Like you see it everywhere in Halifax.
Well, donair sauce is a separate matter because you can put garlic fingers in it. And that's fantastic.
Yes.
Well, yes, that's fine, but it seems like you go to a Chinese restaurant and you're getting donair sauce for your egg rolls. Like everywhere you go in Halifax, you get donair sauce. I'm hoping it's donair sauce. I did not know that. The waiter told me it was donair sauce, and I'm just going to say that. But yeah, it just seems like Halifax is obsessed with that stuff.
Now, I don't know where this Roby Street station is to begin with, because...
Yeah, you do. You've gone... It's where James on the Common used to be. It's on the corner of Roby Street and Kennard over by the Commons.
Right. Okay.
It's just great. The food is fantastic there, but this is a bridge too far for me.
Was this a great opportunity to get some nice free press for the location? Because let's be honest,
You tell
they
me.
may have been open up for a number of months, and would have no idea.
Well, do you think they were effective in getting free advertising?
I think so. Now I know where they are now, so I
Well,
might
I'm going to open
try.
up a restaurant, and it's going to have a free junk punch sandwich. So with every order of a sandwich, you get a punch in the junk. And yeah, junk punch sandwich.
It's going to be called Junk Punch.
Junk punch.
I think they're just making this for the weekend, isn't it? Is this Donair not? They're just having it for this weekend so far.
So. I feel like God would. I feel like God would not approve of this. if he cares to weigh in.
Carrie, would you drive down from Cape Breton to Halifax to try one of these creations?
only if they put bacon on it.
Oh, no.
Well, let's see the image. Is that not bacon on there?
No, that's Donair meat on there.
Which
so I can't
might
tell
have some
all
bacon
that Donair sauce.
No, it's not the Donair sauce. It's the Donair meat that's on it.
Yeah, but it's just sometimes hard to tell because there's the Donair sauce on top of it.
All right, let's bring it. All right, let me bring it up again here. So
No bacon. I'm not going. I'll eat anything with bacon on it, but no.
Look, looks like a healthy donut. A little bit of glaze, and then some Donair meat, some Donair sauce, onions, and tomatoes.
What kind of healthy donut? You know how they make donuts?
No.
Well, you fry them.
Yeah, they're fried in fat, fried in oil.
Yeah, that part is fine. The donut part is fine. They're doing good work with that.
I'm not feeling the love.
Yeah, well, one of you guys can go eat it and tell me how it was, but I'm probably going to pass on this one.
Is there a price tag on these things? Because I don't feel
$4.
$10 million.
$4 per donut.
Really?
Now,
I thought that would have been $12 for sure.
Are they making their own donuts too? Is this like a donut eatery, and then is this like a gourmet?
No, it's like it's a
anal donut.
Restaurant. No, they're largely a breakfast restaurant, and this is their kind of menu expansion, I think.
So there's some guy going over with a box of 12 from Tim Hortons, and then putting Donair on it.
I don't know. Maybe they are making their own.
That will probably be a cheaper solution. So just get a pack of Timbits, walk over to the Sobeys, get one of those Donair kits. just grab the sauce pack and.
Yeah, business.
I think that would work better.
All of these ideas are terrible.
All right,
I think it should be called a do not air.
Hey, let's load up some of our comment pages here. So we've been going at it for a little bit here. So just give a chance for folks to know that if you are on your mobile devices, you want to send us a little message, you can do it. Hashtag Friday Night Hangout on Twitter, YouTube, Google+, on the Avoiding Chores show page, where you can reach us, and we're monitoring some stuff here. So let's start with maybe some Twitter action here. Krista, is there anything going on the Twitter?
To help Dan ease back into his Nova Scotia accent, we don't got none.
And who's monitoring the Avoiding Chores webpage tonight?
I'm just trying to load it up there now, Jim.
Oh, okay.
I'm back in a minute.
You're here.
That's true.
Yeah, hopefully Lee, maybe he's like...
He might be talking to us.
Who's watching the YouTube comments? Dan?
Okay, I'm going to try my other Ontario accent. Let's see if this one works better. The Illudium 649 Space Modulator.
Nope.
There's nobody currently on YouTube. Where's the earth-shattering kaboom? No. Nothing. Actually, there is nothing right now on the YouTube, so hopefully later on.
Okay. We're getting close to the summer hours, folks. So if you're watching, you're wondering, hey, do these guys do it every week?
Tirelessly for free.
The answer is no. We're going to go to our summer schedule, which is bi-weekly, starting in July. So June is the last month to enjoy these weekly hangouts, and then we're going to jump to bi-weekly. until the end of August. All right, let's, as an FYI to everybody, next topic here, Tidal Bay does a quick PR campaign to say, hey, we got nice wine. It's called Tidal Bay, but there's some discontent. Tidal Bay, this is a standard
Appellation
standard. Now, most, or if not all, of the wineries in Nova Scotia, they produce a Tidal Bay wine. Has to meet certain criteria. Anyway, I guess they're starting to promote it this year. However, you may have seen the feel-good stories about Tidal Bay. However, there are some that are not so happy about Tidal Bay and not included, or don't like how the brand is being run. Probably because not all wineries are able to grow the grapes or had a good winter, and that means that they're not, being promoted with the new addition here. Has any of you tried this Tidal Bay wine?
Yeah, I've had a decent number of them. I've sampled quite enough. Not tonight. Actually, you know what? Tonight I did actually have a glass of Tidal Bay when I was on one of my stops between here and there. And I find this curious because this was something that the industry pursued collectively so that there would be some unifying force in the Nova Scotia wine sector and among all of these producers, and it gave them a marquee product, and it's meant to suggest a quality standard as well as a product standard, because it is made with, it's supposed to consist entirely of Nova Scotia grapes and in these combinations and in these percentages, and if it meets these the few criteria, then it qualifies as a Tidal Bay and you can put your name on it. If not, you can call it something else and sell it under your own, well, they sell it under your own label anyway. So I don't know, this is an industry that is very difficult. They have a lot of, it's a challenging sector to be in because it's really resource intensive and it costs a lot of money to be involved in it. So it can be really sensitive to things like a really crummy winter like the one we just had. But I'm very surprised to hear this reaction because it actually has been a pretty decent success for the brand of Nova Scotia wine.
Yeah. I think what happened here is that one of the wineries, they wanted to make one of their their own version, not necessarily following the standards, but complaining that they can't do what they want with specific grapes and stuff. But I got some breaking news. Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was just going to ask if that involved blending with grapes brought in from out of province, because I wonder if that would certainly be a way to bring the cost down, the production cost per unit.
That may be the issue here, considering that one of the people that are not content is Lunenburg County Winery, which is mostly a fruit blend, or they do a whole bunch of stuff. So, they're a little critical on the governance and such. So, as you were saying there, they're trying to cut a standard with the Tidal Bay.
Yeah, this isn't supposed to be a lowest common denominator product. It's actually supposed to show how much the industry has matured and evolved over the last 10 years. And now we are producing at a standard where we can have this higher quality product.
Exactly. So let's, as I said here, I got a little bit of breaking news here. I just want to show off something here, a rebrand. I don't know if you guys can see this here.
Oh, look at that!
Ooh. Garrison Brewing just announced a rebrand, new logo and all that stuff.
Nice.
Check that out.
That looks. It has the same style as the flying boats one that's coming up in Moncton.
That would look good on a jersey.
Yep. Well, I'm sure they had that in mind too. They tend to focus very much on wearables. So yeah, good for Garrison.
What do you think?
I like it.
Nice.
I kind of think the cannon needs to be just a smidge bit bigger, but overall, I like the design of it.
Yep, looks pretty good. All right, Garrison, kudos. I think they have. Don't they have an event tonight? Their backlot.
Oh, I thought that was tomorrow. Is it?
Oh, okay. If you haven't got your tickets, go down to Garrison. They have their backlot event going on there. So Garrison riding high on the expansion and stuff. So a lot of stuff going on here.
They're riding high on expansion because the amount of money they made off of me off of the old fog burners. You're welcome.
I know.
Still no love. Falls in your court.
Number one fan right here.
You know,
Big finger, I'd be waving it.
One step at a time, Dan. One step at a time. That's okay. Hey, we're going to do a quick check, folks. If there's any new topics or comments on your respective streams, just raise your voice here as I explain to people how they can comment. You are watching the Friday Night Hangout. This is the live edition. We do. Oh my God. We do package this down to a best of podcast edition that you can enjoy and not hear all these gaps and ums and ahs and all that stuff. You can comment on the topics here by using the hashtag Friday Night Hangout. If you're on Twitter, YouTube, Google+, woodenshores.com, we're there. We're monitoring everything. Does anybody have any new comments or new entries?
I got two on the YouTubes.
All right.
Jason Spears saying, hi, everyone. Having a Red Racer IPA tonight.
Yes.
Nice.
It isn't.
And our good pal GC Storm 1 says, hi, all. Just back from the city, so no backyard fire tonight. I just had a steam whistle pilsner, and now I'm into a boxing rock sessionista.
Oh, that was my alternate choice for tonight. Very good.
Yeah.
Right.
So nothing from the Ham Radio Network, but I'm sure we'll get something out.
Oh my God, they're still going through the 50 steps it takes to call in.
I know. They keyed drawn the numbers on their handheld units, and they got to start over again.
So that's what we got from YouTube.
You could telegraph it here faster.
Mike, anything on the Voting George page?
Notice people watching, but nobody saying anything tonight so far.
No worries. Krista, is anything going on Twitter, or everybody kind of...
No, everyone's talking about Dave Grohl breaking his leg and then finishing his concert.
All right.
Which is the single most badass thing I think I've ever heard.
He's officially a hockey player now.
And he's tougher than those guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next topic, and then we'll do what we're drinking tonight, folks. Big news, rednecks rejoice in Nova Scotia. Cabela's. We thought Cabela's would be in Moncton only. Hey, guess what? 2 days after the Moncton store opened, they announced Cabela's is coming to Halifax. More precisely, Dartmouth Crossing in 2017.
Oh, my Lord.
I love the CEO's quote where it says, Nova Scotia truly embodies the Cabela's lifestyle.
What does that mean? Okay.
That means
sales.
No, that means a lot of camo.
Wait.
And...
Did you say redneck? Oh, sorry, that. Nova Scotia truly embodies the Cabela's lifestyle and is a perfect fit for our company.
I think he's going to be very disappointed with the number of guns he finds here.
Well, I don't know. I've been going to a few outdoor stores here. You can get yourself a lot of guns. Like Canadian Tire restocked their guns now.
Oh, yeah?
After a number of years. Oh, yeah, you can...
Should I get a gun? I'll go to the farm.
You know what? We should go get some Mossman 12-gauge shotguns.
You know what I would do? I would like to go to like a shooting range and shoot a gun in a controlled environment. I think I would. I think first of all, I am surprisingly good at it, and second of all, I think it would be interesting, and then I would be done with it.
Years of Nintendo deck hunt will pay off.
That's right.
No, I just feel like I am a naturally good shot. I can't explain it. I just feel like it's one of those things. I've seen a lot of movies. I'm gonna just pick it up and know what to do with it. It's gonna be great.
Well, I'm looking forward.
What else does Cabela's have? I've never stepped foot in one. I don't know.
Do
I need to care about this?
Fishing.
Fishing?
Yeah, it's basically like an LL Bean, but a lot more mossy oak clothing and fluorescent orange.
So
For
is
hunter.
Mafioka a brand name or a style?
Yeah, well,
Or
mossy
color?
oak. Well, Krista, if you had ordered the Avoiding Chores mossy oak hat,
Oh,
baseball
that's
hat,
that what it is. Okay,
yeah,
okay,
that's what that is.
okay.
Um,
I
you know,
don't. I do
it,
not think I'm their target customer.
it is for people who are doing camping, hunting, fishing, uh, certain clothing like base layers, wool. Like there's quite a bit of stuff that people who are not into the redneck stuff may want to go in and get just because there's a lot of stuff.
Okay, well, if you were to compare it to, say, the pricing structure of a Canadian Tire, would it be more expensive on par, or are we talking like the Walmart of discount
It's
price?
on par, Dan. It's on par, maybe a few cents more, but not a whole lot more.
Yeah,
What
And you get
with
more
Canadian
you get
Tire?
more variety.
yeah, it's a variety, and Carrie nailed it. There's the variety thing.
Okay.
So it's not a discount. It's you pay,
Mhm.
No,
but
I don't mind paying for good gear. I pay for good gear all the
yeah.
time. But I just don't think I don't know what I'm going to need there that doesn't get met by all of my other outdoor store needs.
Look, there might be, it's just another option for us to get. I'm thinking there's certain base layers. I know they carry a lot of Under Armour
Yeah.
Yeah.
clothing, rain gear, for example. Because a lot of stuff is hunting, fishing, rain gear that is a big thing. Mosquito repellent. Um,
Um,
if you want to have high visibility options, if you're a walker and you don't want to get hit by a car, you want fluorescent orange or yellow or something that's bright. They would tend to have some stuff that would fit that bill. Camping wise, if you want cot, thermarest, sleeping
Okay,
bag.
you got to stop right now because you have spilled the beans on your future ad campaign program with them.
Never
Because
going to get sponsored this way. Don't give it all
clearly
the way to
you're
tonight.
positioning the podcast into a sponsorship pyramid, correct?
Mm.
Another income stream for the podcast.
but
That's right.
interestingly enough, Jim,
Yep.
when Bass Pro Shop said they were going to move into Moncton, and Cabela's jumped on that real fast and got their store open faster than Bass Pro Shops, and now they're putting another store in the region. They're pretty smart. There are a lot of outdoor people in this area, and they're really smart for getting on that marketing
Mm.
thing.
And what is Bass Pro Shop? Is all outdoor or is that fishing
Yeah.
or?
More
So-
fishing.
It's fishing, hunting, this that whole outdoor thing, and I mean even for the hikers and the backpackers and all that other stuff, they have all that stuff, and it's a lot. It may be not a lot of Canadian content in it, but it's still good stuff.
Yeah.
What I wish to move out here is Joe would know this one from Ottawa, the Bush Tacos. I wish that
Oh,
would
I know
move out.
Bush Taka. Yeah, I've bought a lot of stuff at Bush Taka.
Yeah.
And I think it's just another option to get some product and maybe be a little bit more price competitive, or if you remember a few months ago, the difference between Future Shop and the Best Buy, kind of the same
Yeah.
stuff, but there's just some, there's a variety there that you may find something. You're not getting necessarily a better price, but there's a variety that you can at least find something. So I'm
Is
thinking,
this how we're going to get people coming in from Maine on the ferry system finally?
you know what?
Hey, they sold 10 of those.
That's
Whoa,
right.
they might double that number now.
So I'm looking forward to 2017. I do need to go to the Cabela's in Moncton. I need to buy a cot. They do have some nice options there, so I need to get one before the fall. So Cabela's, you got me.
Possibly. Sponsorship awaiting.
Mm-hmm.
Wink.
I don't know. How do you get to Dartmouth Crossing from my house? I don't know.
You need a car.
Yeah, forget it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cabela's.
Cross the
Well,
bridge.
maybe they'll come out like the Cabela bus or whatever.
Yeah, can you imagine? I buy a cot and then I bring it on Metro Transit back to my house.
No.
Of course.
Have their own escort.
Hanging on the bike rack and from the bus.
Yeah, exactly. You haven't lived until you've tried to take the bus out of Dartmouth Crossing.
Well, you'll be able to put the kayak on the roof at least and go that way.
Oh yeah, they got kayak stuff too. Yeah. Hey folks, it is the Friday night hangout. This is where we grab a brew, shoot breeze, having a good old time here. We've got a number of people watching in and out. I'm sure you're watching on your mobile device. You're watching on your iPad. Hey, but guess what? You can watch this live, or you can enjoy the best of podcast version. So if you're into podcasts, put that in here. I just saw an article tonight. NPR from the States. They are turning a profit the first time in 40 years on podcasts. They got like 50,
That is awesome.
they got
That is
like
fantastic.
46 million people listening to their podcasts every month or every week or something. A huge number. A lot of people are listening to NPR style podcasts right now.
Yeah, you know what? I
the
do
advent
it on NPR. I love NPR podcasts. I listen to a ton of them. They do a great job kind of packaging the content into the whatever topic area you want it organized into. So I'm glad they're making money. You get paid, public radio.
That's right. Now, are you guys an NPR One user on your smartphone?
No, I can't figure it out.
Okay, well, it's very easy. So for us, we pick a station from Maine, an NPR station in Maine, which is NPBN. And then once you do that, you select the location. Then you get basically a shuffle of podcasts from NPR, where you just listen. You hit play, and then you just listen. And if you like something, they have some exclusive content that I engaged in, and this was a really cool thing. It was a 10-year post-Katrina, how to deal with weather, or how they describe weather. Ooh. And if I wanted to listen to this podcast, I needed to tap on the app, and I would load up that specific podcast from that NPR station down in Louisiana. So I am huge fans of that. If CBC could somehow copy that into their app, CBC would probably be doing the same thing, doing well, but they won't.
I mean, CBC is such a mess right now. They're just not focusing on their content. But if they're not looking at NPR and trying to figure out how to adapt that here, because that's how you make money off your content. You get some advertisers. You take it international, because that's what the NPR content is. It's quite international now. Yeah. Their audience would be quite international, even though the listenership for local stations would be intensely local, but they've kind of figured out how to make it work. And you have things coming up like Serial, which is NPR affiliated, and they're doing really interesting things with the form. CBC should be looking at it if they could just get their shit together for 10 minutes and not.
If they could stop firing people.
Yeah, if they could go a week without managing a scandal, that would be awesome.
Are we going to talk about the Evan Solomon thing?
Ugh, no.
Maybe we'll do it in put it in the overtime segment here once we burn through our topics here. Hey, do we have any quick comments here before we move on to the next topic here? Oops.
I'm gonna need to also check YouTube right now because unfortunately the phone lines here seem to have bad cholesterol, so I'm rocking a very slow data rate here.
All right, let's do a quick round of what we're drinking as you guys all refresh, and I'll start here. I am switched from the North Bruin. Since everyone was drinking it last couple of weeks, I got me my Hell Bay Dark Cream Ale.
Nice.
Nice smooth beer.
Nice, nice malty beer. Fish and chips. This is what you drink this with. This is what you drink this with.
Oh, yeah, with a nice malty vinegar on that.
Yep. That's what you need right there. Mike, what are you drinking?
I've got the, for the camera, Muskoka Detour. Really nice.
Still liking it?
Yeah.
All right. Krista.
I am finishing up my Sea Level Apple Blossom Ale.
All right. Carrie.
I'm drinking the Picaroons Strong Ale. It's a yippee. 6.5 ABV, and I like it.
That's good.
Of course, I like everything Picaroon, so Except for that, the blonde ale. The blonde. I don't like blonde. Too light. Too light.
He doesn't like blondes.
And Dan, what are you drinking tonight?
Well, I got another beer from the Lickbo. It's a beer from Norway, actually. Mm. And how do you pronounce the O with the line through it? Anyways, it's Nagne O from Underlig Jul. Underlig Jul is what Wog meets beer. For Norwegian listeners, I apologize for right now. Anyway, it's a strong beer, 6.5%, and I'm going to see what Norway has to offer.
Oh, that's the O. Did you pay a lot for that bottle?
No, surprisingly not. Because beer is cheap in Ontario, my friend.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's move on to the next topic here, which is chimps enjoy getting drunk on fermented palm. Kind of related to that. So, okay, Carrie, you got some hiss there on your headphones.
Hiss?
Some electric buzzing.
Oh.
Must be once you get your headphones next to something there, guys.
Better?
Anyway.
Okay. No, that was me going.
So chimpanzees in West Africa get inebriated during lengthy drinking sessions featuring the fermented sap of palm trees, normally used to make palm wine. The report in the Royal Society Open Science focused on primates living in Guinea, which they use to, rub. These fermented palms can have up to 6.9% alcohol.
Oh, tidal bay wine. Are we talking about
Nah.
that? Wah, wah.
So while baboons in South Africa are known to steal fermenting grapes from vineyards, monkeys are known to sneak into unsuspecting resorts and steal cocktails. These chimpanzees are unique because their alcohol consumption is not the result of any human interaction, just by sucking on some palm trees. Palm sap.
Well, the when fruit goes bad and it's sitting on the ground and all this other stuff, that you will get drunken squirrels and you will get all kinds of other animals that will imbibe in that, especially cows. You know that silage. You know what silage is? It's corn and everything else.
Yeah.
It's stored over a long time, and that's why cows have big eyes. They're quite happy.
Yeah, the silage. Well, I spent a lot of time rolling up the black plastic when it first became popular out here in New Brunswick or Nova Scotia. Cutting off the oxygen, letting the wet, sugary hay just ferment and turn brown. Very rich, maintains the protein, but also has a nice sweet smell to it. If you store them in silos, it creates a gas that's toxic. So
Yeah,
in the wintertime, when the machine is frozen, you go in and sniff the gases. You pass out.
And the gods must be crazy.
So palm tree sap. That's the way to go.
Well, I hope they had fun. I hope none of them had to drive later.
Well, I was hoping this bit would have a little bit more reaction, but hey, guess not. Whatever.
You got no videos? No videos?
No, I got no.
I told you.
How can there be a story on the internet about drunk chimps and no video?
Well, you know what I got pictures of.
It's like the internet isn't even trying anymore.
Well, you know what I got pictures of.
Oh, lay it on me.
CatCon, LA.
Yeah. CatCon.
So this is a thing, folks. CatCon. People who like cats.
People who like internet cats.
Yeah, so, you know,
Can she have a cheeseburger?
there's Bubs.
Oh yeah, let's give it up for Lil Bob, my number one.
You know, this is a chance for kids to dress up and put on some more
Where are their
paint.
parents? Where are their parents?
Did they get a really good get with Grumpy Cat? Did Grumpy Cat make a celebrity appearance?
Ugh, Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Cat is being exploited. Free Grumpy Cat!
like free will.
I mean, people like their cats.
I love Lil Bub. I am a fan of Lil Bub, but her
I
owner takes
have
good care
never
of her.
heard of that before.
Oh my god, Lil Bub is amazing. You would be totally into it.
Okay.
She's a cat. She was born feral. She has all kinds of crazy health problems, but through the love and determination and space magic and like modern technology, she remains alive. She is triumphing over adversity, and she loves everyone.
Right.
No, she's just a nice little cat.
Does Bub the Cat have its own Kickstarter?
Has his own tights.
She has a fundraising program that she does with the ASS, the American SPCA for shelter cats with special needs. So, unlike the owners of Grumpy Cat who exploit her, Bob uses her internet fame for good.
So instead of us focusing on issues about discrimination and human trafficking and whatever you want to talk about, we're going to throw money towards a cat. I just want to make sure I understood that correctly. Did I get that?
Do not discount the power of cats on the internet. You do not want to piss off the cat people. That's a fact.
Internet. Bob. I'm sorry, that really irks me. You can have a love for cats,
How
but
about
the
him?
moment you said it created a gigantic crowdfunding thing to save one cat. Oh my sweet baby Jesus.
Wait, what are you talking about?
What?
Is this all the saving one cat, or?
No,
It's a convention.
This cat uses her fame to raise money to help other
Okay, I
cats.
thought you were talking about a whole bunch of people saving money to save this one cat.
No!
Oh.
No.
Okay. Just let me reel that back in just a second.
Yeah, reel that back in.
There we go.
That's better.
I thought this was just one of those situations where everyone's pulling the heart tugs like, one animal, and then suddenly,
Ooh.
Okay. Fine.
So there's a lot of that on the internet.
Yes, there is.
All right, let's do a quick check on comments, kids. Dan, anything on the YouTube?
No, again, unfortunately, my internet cholesterol is way too high. Oh, it's coming up. Yep, maybe, possibly. No.
Oh. Krista, anything on Twitter?
Our friend Colin is somewhere over in Scandinavia. He had a cider of some kind earlier tonight.
Whoa, Scandinavia. Okay, if you can, please tell me how to pronounce it properly.
I don't think he's watching us live. I think he just saw me on Twitter. He had a Bulmers berries and cider, which, if memory serves, is a British brand. So he might actually be back in the British Isles, somewhere between Dublin and the UK.
And Mike is not online right now, so I don't think there's a lot of comments on the Wooden Chores page. A for Venture and Andrew Pepper, they favorited the Hangout tonight on Twitter too, so there you go. So people are watching, favoriting, doing stuff on Facebook. Let's move on to the next topic. Man, we're burning through the topics good tonight. I must have just picked the wrong topics tonight because we're burning late. But today, folks, if you're wondering, in Halifax specifically, it was probably the hottest day of the year so far.
Was, without a doubt.
In my car, I had 29 degrees Celsius as I was driving through. It was hot. Um, of course, this is the time of year, as in the last year or two, people leave their pets in the cars, and they just seal them up in the car, and they go do their 2 hours of grocery shopping or checking out things at Walmart. So we've had a report of at least 2 dogs being rescued from overheated cars. So basically, now we can smash your windows to get to your pets if you leave them in the
and
parking
don't
lot.
think I won't do it. I'll do it with a smile, saving your dog's life.
Crazy. Now, however, there's a sad story to this. Now, a Texas man has died inside. This is sad. Like he had
This is
his
very,
dream.
yeah.
He's in Texas. Had his dream car. Had his favorite, his pet dog. His vehicle lock malfunction. Locked in his car. Both of them died from heat exhaustion in their car. Terrible story out of Texas.
That is a terrible story.
Yeah.
Like, how do you lock yourself in the car?
I don't understand that at all.
Even if it's electric, you can usually get out.
Yeah.
But it sounds like the electrical system failed. I just took a quick look at the article.
But is there not a mechanical way to run?
But he may not have had the strength to move himself around and kick out the window or.
A 72-year-old man, and he was at a Waffle House down in Port Arthur in Texas. As Krista said, he may not have had strength to do much of anything there. Died of heat exhaustion in his car with his pet dog. So, the only
But
to
can we have
highlight.
driven somewhere? Oh, battery cable came loose.
No way to get out.
That's a huge design flaw by Chevrolet.
Yeah,
The fact that your vehicle has no power and you can't open the door through a manual override?
That's strange.
I feel like that's going to be a lawsuit.
I can't even fathom how that could happen.
Well, yeah. Like it's such a profoundly terrible story in lots of ways.
So this was they've identified the car. Let me just bring it up here. This was a Corvette.
Yeah, Chevy Corvette. Battery cable was loose off the battery, which is what caused the electrical issues. But then he could not use the electrical locks on the doors. But a car like that still should have a manual override. I mean, I don't.
Like you should be able to open the door, basically. Right?
Yeah, from there should be some sort of manual button that you can still do. I don't get that. I haven't looked inside a Corvette or a modern Corvette, so.
Sorry, I don't have the story in front of me anymore. Does it say what model year it is? Is it like an older model or is it a?
Well, if it's an older one, it'd be because they have the big metal chrome things that can pull up manually. So if it's an older one, it'd be easier to get out. I can't imagine a modern one not having something like that.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Cool.
But you're right. I smell a huge lawsuit coming up if that's the case.
That's scary that you could be locked in.
This is why I don't own a car.
Oh, this is why.
I don't want it to
Maximum overdrive.
I don't want it to decide it doesn't like me anymore and seek its revenge.
Oh, that's right, Maximum Overdrive. This is a Stephen King story.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right,
Well, this
Friday.
is terrible.
It's a sad story.
It's a terrible story. It just reminds you, like this time of year, as hot as it is outside, if you're in a vehicle, it's that much hotter inside. It's bananas.
Yep, that's true. So hopefully people will get the message early and they'll leave their pets in the car here, at least here locally.
So did you hear what they're doing at Micmac Mall?
I believe they have a pit patrol.
They have a pet patrol. They go around in the parking lot looking for vehicles that might have pets locked inside.
Is this
Good.
the Micmac Mall, like the mall itself, or these civilians or
No,
volunteers doing
it's the mall.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. They finally getting some good recognition for a choice they're making. The dream lives.
Wow.
Carrie, over in Cape Breton, you guys got a pit patrol in the your guys' mall to make sure people don't leave their pets in the cars up in Cape Breton?
No, it's only 15 degrees out here. You don't get any
Oh,
hot
what
weather.
am I thinking? Yeah, exactly.
um, no, but I'm sure that when someone smashes somebody's window in on the first go, they're probably going to start something because
That will definitely end in somebody's house.
I would give them if it were me, I would go to mall security and tell them. And the second, if mall security doesn't react, I would go out and I would smash the window. That's what I would do. I don't care.
All you need is just carry a little BB pellet.
Go back one topic. Why didn't that guy have one of these things in his car?
Yeah.
The glass smasher?
The glass thingy. You push that against it and it pops out and busts the window. Got it on my keychain.
Oh, look at that. You're ready.
Because everyone would assume that you should be able to mechanically override a door. Like, I mean, I would never think that would become an issue.
Well, one of these. He didn't have one of these.
Okay, well, yeah.
Smash. Anyway, so that's what for pets. If you put your pet in your car and you're stupid enough to leave it there, then you're stupid, and you should be charged for cruelty to animals.
Yeah.
And two different people were today in Halifax.
Well, they should be
It's been
charged.
a pretty hot day over there.
Oh my God, it was.
Yeah, it was
It's still hot here.
Very hot. All right, let's do a quick look at what is the next topic, which is the Wayback Machine. 1989 is the year that we.
That was a good one. It was a good year.
Folks, if you want to jump into this topic, use the Friday night hashtag.
I do, before we get too far into it, I do want to clarify that we are talking about events that happened in the chronological year 1989 and not the songs comprising the album 1989 by Taylor Swift.
Indeed.
Okay, then we're agreed. Then I'm going to close the Wikipedia window.
Yeah, close it. Let's start off because we are in the Stanley Cup final season right now between the Tampa Bay Lightning and Chicago Blackhawks. This year, 1989, the Calgary Flames won their first and only Stanley Cup versus Montreal.
Well, that's awesome.
That is
Good for them.
Hey, what do you guys got?
The Nintendo Game Boy came out in 1989.
Wow.
1989. And that was coveted by everyone, at least when I grew up, that's for sure.
So I'm thinking through the top songs from 1989, and I'm seeing a lot on here that I thought were actually from other parts of the 80s or even the 90s. Like "Girl, You Know It's True" came out in 1989. I thought that was from like 1991.
Wow.
Right Here Waiting by Richard Marx. I thought that was from like 1985. Nope, 1989. She Drives Me Crazy, Fine Young Cannibals. I would have said 86, 87. Nope, 89.
Wow.
Yep,
The first satellite used for GPS was put into orbit in 1989.
First unofficial text message. The greatest Batman movie theme song ever came out in 1989, but actually...
Bat Dance.
Bat Dance.
Bat Dance.
George Bush Sr. becomes President of the United States.
Yeah, this is your fault, GWB.
Serial killer Ted Bundy executed.
I remember that. I watched the coverage of that on the news, and I was how old was I in 1989? So I would have been like 14, 15, and that was grim to watch because they CNN had a live camera on the prison, and they like show the car leaving with his like electrified body inside.
Thomas and Friends began airing on PBS.
Tiananmen Square.
Tiananmen Square.
Tiananmen Square. Also, was the Berlin Wall 89?
I think it was 88.
88? Okay.
Well, that just
let
started,
me scroll ahead to November.
Yeah, because that started the whole thing.
It was 89.
Because earlier in the year we had P.W. Botha resign from the presidency of South Africa, and that started a whole movement there. We had stuff in Poland happening that year.
The Exxon Valdez oil spill.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
The Satanic Verses, the Ayatollah Khomeini issues a fatwa.
I'm surprised. Looking back through the major events of the year, I am surprised by how long that really dominated the news cycle. Can you imagine if something like that happened now in our current climate, particularly when you talk about Iran and when you talk about Islam, and it's like I think it would just be Fox News 24 hours of insanity.
Yeah.
24 hours a day.
As it de Klerk from South Africa began dismantling apartheid in South Africa.
He didn't really do it super willingly, though.
No, but you have to like the end state of it.
Another sad one.
Yeah.
Well, nothing's perfect, but it's better than when it was.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the country is in a very difficult situation now, but...
Toyota launches Lexus as a brand.
Oh my God, that's only that old? Really?
Yeah.
What is it, like, 25 years. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Mugo cars in the US went bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise.
Mm.
Oh, Leona Helmsley was convicted of tax fraud in '89. For those who remember her.
Yeah. I do, yeah. The last time I was in New York, I stayed by the Helmsley building.
Soviet forces leave Afghanistan.
Yep.
Oh no, poor Afghanistan.
The shooting at Cole Polytechnique in Montreal happened in '89.
Oh my God.
That's
Yeah, that year was crazy.
Yeah,
So was that also the year? Now that I'm thinking about what, I thought that might have been the year as well that Magic Johnson announced that he was HIV positive, but that must have been the next year, because these are all things that I remember happening kind of in that same time frame.
Yeah.
So the big, I was gonna say the big movies of that era include, like you said, Batman because of the soundtrack.
Batman.
You had Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Lethal Weapon 2, Twins, Back to the Future Part 2, Little Mermaid, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Dead Poet Society, and When Harry Met Sally.
Mm.
God, I feel old. This list is
You're
depressing.
old.
People getting stuck in cars, movies that make me feel old.
Seinfeld premiered in 1989.
It was a great show.
Now, was that the full original run, or was that the
I believe it was I think it was the original run there. Didn't they do like a half season before? Or?
They did it. They did a couple.
The summer replacement. It started.
Yeah, but they had a couple different members or crew actors in it, didn't they?
Mm. Pat Sajak quit the daytime version of Wheel of Fortune to do his late night talk show.
Yeah.
That didn't last long.
Nope.
The Pat Sajak show was terrible. Terrible.
Pat Sajak is also like a crazy right-wing activist as well. You go look at his Twitter sometime. He has some pretty extreme opinions from someone who hosts Wheel of Fortune.
He's the Ted Nugent of game shows.
Yes, he is the Ted Nugent of game shows. And you probably always thought it was Chuck What's-His-Face, but nope.
Chuck Woolery?
Chuck Woolery.
Wow.
The Comedy Channel, or Comedy Central, debuted in 1989. Big shows that year that premiered are the Arsenio Hall Show.
With the dog pound.
Have you ever seen the comedian Paul Scheer? He does reenactments of more famous interviews from the Arsenio Hall Show.
No.
He calls it Arserio Paul. They're a lot of fun.
I got to look at that one.
Yeah, they're fun.
Other shows that premiered in 1989, Cops, Quantum Leap,
Nice.
Saved by the Bell, and Open House.
Open House? Which one was that one?
I don't know Open House.
Open House was with... Me on the blank here.
Not Full House. Open House, right?
Yeah, it was a spin-off from Duets. You know what? Yeah, it was a Fox show, so I just have the picture in my head here. Sorry. Chicken soup, not chicken soup. American Gladiators.
Oh, the greatest use of giant, oversized Q-tips ever.
I enjoy that.
Doogie Howser, MD.
Love it.
Wait a second, Krista. Who's your favorite American Gladiator? Was it Nitro or was it Turbo?
It was Pylon.
Pylon. Oh, okay.
Oh, Pylon.
I
was always on the bottom.
Baywatch also started in 1989, along with Family Matters.
That was one of those shows I never actively sought out, but always ended up watching for some reason.
A lot of those shows.
I was watching it when I was watching it when it was like a family TV show. Well, I think it was on after like Perfect Strangers or something like that, and it evolved into the Steve Urkel minstrel show so gradually I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
There was quite a few shows here that ended in 1989. Let me quickly go through a couple of them here. Simon and Simon ended in 1989.
Good show.
Webster.
Oh!
Mm.
No, I have to find
Dynasty.
out how that guy's doing.
Mm.
Dynasty, Family Ties, Moonlighting.
Wow, Family Ties good. Oh.
Miami Vice, Kate and Allie.
Oh, love Kate and Allie. Okay.
Highway to Heaven.
I didn't care for that. Who wants to guess how old Emmanuel Lewis is now?
Oh my God! Well, I'm
40.
right here on Wikipedia. Let me find out here momentarily.
No. Don't look at it.
Okay.
65.
Oh, it's
65.
Yeah, he's 55 years old.
40.
It's 44.
89. He was born in 89. He's 44. Do the math.
Yeah, he's 44.
I thought
Was
Webster
born-
was like, he's one of those guys that was like, 37 when he was in the show.
No, he
Yeah.
was
Oh,
born
he was
in
actually age appropriate.
Yeah, he was born in 1971. He's 44 years old.
I hope that guy's doing all right.
We haven't heard any in the news about him. So
Well, he's been busy. In Japan, he's known as a singer. He released 2 singles, reached number 2 on one of the charts.
I hope his parents did not squander his Webster residuals and that he has a nice sum of money to live off of. I'm going to worry about Emmanuel.
I don't know.
I'm going to either do research or worry about Emmanuel Lewis the rest of the night.
Actually, that same year that the show stopped, the savings and loan crisis took place, so maybe it was all wasted on that.
Oh, no. Emmanuel Lewis. Oh, if you're watching, tell me you're okay.
A quarter of all savings and loans associations required bailout due to poor real estate lending practices.
Wow, where have I heard that before? That is so familiar. You would think that we learned a lot from the savings loans crisis of the late 80s and that it would never happen again.
Oh, this is totally different. As in global.
Yeah.
Hey, Hey, let's talk about Evan Solomon. It was a nice news story this week. I actually, if there was one show I try to listen on CBC on a regular basis, it was The House, Saturday mornings. I kind of like Evan. I kind of liked his interview styles and how he grilled the Senate on ethics and stuff like that. But now that we know that he was doing his own little side business, and when you're getting commissions, yes, go ahead.
So, I think people are more upset about this that they didn't think of the idea first. But what I find so messed up about CBC is that they have people all over the place taking money and running side businesses and doing speaking engagements. Like, how does Amanda Lang still have a job? She is stopping one of the senior vice presidents of the Royal Bank. She interviewed him and then let him basically tell their own fantastic story. If that isn't at least on par with the sort of journalistic malfeasance that Evan Solomon has created, I don't know.
Somebody, I forget what station it was on, they said, it's funny, with all this stuff here, Amanda Lang and Pamela Wallen, nothing's happening to them, but all the guys are, like, going through the coals and getting police and stuff.
Yeah, like, how does Amanda Lang still have a job? Like, if you want to talk about someone whose journalistic ethics have been compromised, it's someone who's taking money from the people she's meant to be reporting on, and then she reports on them favorably. And then, without her boss's knowledge, she goes and writes opinion pieces for a completely different media outlet, extolling the virtues of the work that she did, that these companies paid her for.
You said stumping earlier?
Stumping.
A lot?
Stumping.
A lot of that going on. Just mass. There's this inner circle. Stumping.
Listen, if she was an ugly white lady instead of a pretty white lady, she'd probably be in a profoundly different situation. That's a fact.
Well, was it Evan Solomon? Was he not a little bit of a headache to the CBC? Like, yes, he brought a lot of viewership, but was he also not just a little bit of a pain to them?
I get the feeling that everyone of any sort of profile at CBC is a bit of a pain.
Yeah.
They're all a bunch of princesses and, crying babies and.
But it's clear that the business partner is bitter.
Oh my God, yeah.
So bitter. You read the story and it's like the one person. All these emails and details, the only person we don't hear from in this article is the business partner selling art.
I can't imagine why they wouldn't do that. Yeah, like he's all over it. Something went down between those guys.
All right, so we got to back up here because there are people saying, what the frick are they talking about? Evan Solomon.
It's not pretend. Say it.
Yeah, Evan Solomon has. It's safe to say he was pretty much number 2, number 3 on the CBC anchor echelon or scale in terms of popularity and stuff. He had a little side business, which is to sell art. He had some guy that had...
Not necessarily sell. He was a broker. He brokered the sale of art to the other person. And
so some of these commissions... up to $300,000? Like a finder's fee? Damn, that's not like...
I am in the wrong business because I do not know how to separate rich, potentially stupid white guys from their money.
Jesse Brown had a really good quote here this week on this topic. It's by, you're in Ottawa and you're hanging out with these politicians and stuff and you're like, why not me? I can be in that position. Why not me? I want to be part of the game. Why not me? And I think Evan was like, why not me?
Well, you know what? Tim Scott made a really good point about this, and he wrote an opinion piece that was in the Toronto Star today about it. If Evan Solomon wanted the money so badly, he could have gone into PR and made the money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, he started with his own little kind of magazine in Ottawa there. It's just that after time he kind of got bought out or recruited
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So, you know, I don't know how much he was making on CBC, but did he really need to have this this finder suite? Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, the business partner ratted him out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Prove that he didn't. I won't believe it until it's proven that he wasn't involved.
Well, I'm sure we'll never see those emails or letters, whatever. So.
Well, whatever that selection of emails were, I get the feeling that it was highly selective.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what's.
But like the CBC is a mess. Are there any adults there at all? Seriously. Like
just people clinging on to jobs, ultimately.
CBC has good journalists, and they have lots of really good, sensible people that work there, and their efforts are being tarnished by these raging egomaniacs that they elevate to these, you know, quasi-Jesus statuses within the corporation, and then they run amok. There will be more of these. This is not the end of scandals for CBC because the leadership of the organization hasn't changed, and until it does, nothing about the way the organization conducts itself will change.
No real discipline that's going on right now. So.
Yeah.
It seemed like they were a little bit quicker this time to walk away from their problem, get rid of their problem.
Yeah, like all that they're doing though is firing people faster. They have the same chairman, they have the same president, they have the same director of English language television, they have the same news director, they have the same director of French language television. Literally nothing about the way this business is running is being done differently. Why, you know, as a taxpayer, you have to wonder, why should Canadian taxpayers have any confidence in them? And I am a staunch CBC supporter. I believe in public television, public radio. But if these guys are going to run around like a bunch of children and have no principles or morals or ethics or anything, then, you know, they're really challenging that institution's reason to survive.
Yeah. Ultimately, they're just trying to keep their positions, hold it as tight as possible, do whatever it takes to keep the power structure the way it is.
Well, this is not going to carry them forward in the future.
No.
They're scrambling. You know, their scrambling looks worse than Bell's, but it's the same thing. Like you know, when you have the chair of Bell TV going on telling people you use a VPN, you're breaking the law, which is totally not true.
Yeah.
But you know, when you have this industry going out there and streaming such bullshit into the airwaves every single day, it's hard to have any sympathy for them, let alone interest in buying the product.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, with that, let's do a quick round of comments, and then we'll just wrap up for an evening here. We're kind of overtime mode right now, so folks, if you're watching, you say, you know what, I would like to listen to this with my headphones as I'm going up for my Sunday run, or I'm in the bus going to work. Jim, is this possible? Yes, it is possible. The best of podcasts. I have lots of fun editing this podcast, taking out all the ums and ahs and gaps and general flow, making a nice tight package for you to listen and say, this podcast is the bomb, daddy.
It's awesome.
Gotta mention,
It's
you know, rest in peace, Dusty Rhodes, American Dream, died yesterday. For those wrestling fans out there who like the American Dream, you can go on YouTube and watch his Hard Times promo. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Hard Times?
No idea.
Saruman died yesterday.
Yeah, Christopher Lee.
Yes, Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee.
Another big loss.
Yeah.
So people, after the hangout tonight, you go on YouTube, you put in Christopher Lee, watch the best of that, but then you do Dusty Rhodes, Hard Times, one of the really good wrestling promos, and you could advance that to today. It's kind of the same thing. Really good stuff. All right, quick round of comments, and then we'll just wrap up for the evening here. Mike, is there anything? Oh, Mike's.
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Anything on Woody Chores, or we're good?
There's nothing new. Still people watching, though.
Excellent. Krista, anything going on the Twitter?
No, but I'm going to let you look at Lil Bob one more time.
My day.
And then on YouTube, what we got?
My YouTube is dead, so and
Oh,
there's a
okay.
billion comments on it right now. All of China's commenting as we speak. I just don't know about it.
Okay, well, Lee says he's just getting ready for work. Have a good show, guys. R.I.P. Christopher Lee and Dusty Rhodes. So there you go. Lee has been keeping up here, and GC Storm 1, he is saying, oh, comment didn't fill out, so there you go. That's what happens when you try to trust an app. It doesn't work.
Thanks, Google.
Thanks. All right, with that, folks, we're just going to cap it for an evening here. A little shorter hangout than we usually do, but hey, you know what? Just as long, Daddy.
Yeah.
YouTube.
And I'll be back in Nova Scotia for the next one.
All right, excellent, Dan. Again, folks, go to YouTube, search Dusty Rhodes Hard Times. It's like 3 minutes. It's worth it. Hard Times. Daddy. All right, with that, Krista, how do we end off the hangout tonight?
Good meeting.
Good meeting.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Good meeting.